Welcome to a very special edition of the Serenity Resource Connector Live Forum, Proud and Bold, Clarendon's Festival Queen 2025 Contestants in Focus. If you're new to this space, I'm your moderator, Winsome Sherrier Witter, and this live feature forms part of our commitment here at Serenity Resource Connector to showcase youth empowerment, cultural and community development. So in collaboration with the JCDC Clarendon Parish Office, we're placing the spotlight on these 7 inspiring young women who are getting ready, confidently preparing to represent Clarendon at the upcoming Miss Clarendon Festival Queen Competition Coronation Show, on Saturday, June 14. So these contestants reflect the essence of this year's national theme, the Jamaican Woman, Proud and Bold. And guiding them on this journey is none other than the dedicated chairperson of the Clarendon Festival Queen Committee, Mrs. Latoya Fisher-Gordon, who joins us this evening along with these amazing ladies. Welcome, Mrs. Gordon.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we have the ladies there in the background. You're seeing in the background Zantaye. I'm getting used to the names, but you'll see the other ladies in just a little while. All right, that's Christeen peeking there. But you'll see the other ladies shortly. So let's get started with a conversation with the committee chair. Mrs. Fisher-Gordon has been a part of the JCDC family for as long as I can remember, past festival queen for Clarendon, and she continues to ensure that we groom young women each year for this very amazing Festival Queen competition. So, Mrs. Gordon, what makes the Festival Queen competition unique in shaping young Jamaican women into cultural ambassadors?
Thank you, Mrs. Witter. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in. Right there, Mrs. Witter, you got me a bit nervous, because I thought you were going to mention the year.
They won't believe me anyways.
They wouldn't. I'm happy for that. Well, the Festival Queen competition is special. It is a platform in which we groom young ladies to be leaders, to identify themselves as mentors and as trendsetters, as persons who will go forth and set an example for young women and other youth right across the nation. We pride ourselves in ensuring that we develop the young ladies culturally, intellectually. The young ladies get a chance to develop their talents, and we encourage them just the same to ensure that they set a good example within their communities.
Amazing. Are there any specific values and goals the committee hopes to instill through this year's competition? Because there's been a little change in the format this year. Share with us any specific goal? All right. Let's see what's happening over there. All right, until the connection comes back to us, the picture is looking so beautiful. We now need the audio so we can hear from Mrs. Gordon. Go right ahead, Mrs. Gordon.
Right, I'm not sure how much of that you heard. I was chattering.
We missed it, so go ahead and respond.
Right, so as I was saying earlier, we have upped the age limit to 30. So now we have contestants from the ages of 18 to 30 years. And this ensures that we get the maturity and the experience in tune within the competition. We are trying to encourage values such as independence, leadership, mentorship, partnership. And with the age limit being increased, we see where the contestants are now showcasing a lot more community involvement and a lot more experience going forward. And I think it will do wonders for this year's competition. The judges will have quite a problem to choose a winner.
I agree with you there, and I would not want to be any of those judges, but
Not
then
at
again,
all.
I could not be, right? Because I'm one of the sponsors. So, all right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Gordon, for your leadership. I saw the schedule for the training, very intense, and I know that these ladies are not going to leave this competition the way they came in. So let's meet the ladies. All right, let's zoom in on the ladies as we get started. They're going to be introducing themselves, one after the other, sharing with us their name, of course, and what inspired them to enter the Festival Queen competition, and tell us a little bit about their personal platform, their community focus, because each of them, by virtue of being in the competition, would have had to have some specific focus based on their involvement. So let's start with contestant number one, Christeen. Go right ahead and introduce yourself and share with us so Jamaica can meet you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Christeen Forbes, contestant number one. And I entered the Clarendon Festival Queen competition because I'm very passionate about my parish, and I think the competition presents a platform to showcase national pride, rural pride, and also for self-development. Earlier, Mrs. Gordon Fisher, she spoke about the development that we get, and so far I can confirm that I am not the same Christeen who entered this competition. I would have developed somewhat, right? And also, from my experience being among these queens, it has also inspired me to be a better person, a better ambassador for my parish. So far it has been really good.
All right, moving right along, contestant number two, Joan McKenzie. Go ahead.
Hello. I am Joan McKenzie. I entered this competition because I wanted to leverage my strength with talent and cultural awareness. I also believe that the platform creates an opportunity for me to continue preserving Jamaica's culture through arts and culture, of course. The other question you asked was what do I do, right?
Yeah, your platform, how do you use your platform?
So I am a theatre arts teacher and practitioner. I'm also a content creator. You would have seen me somewhere on TikTok, in a Ghana. I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner.
All right, fantastic. Contestant number three, Marsha.
Good evening. I am Marsha Matthews. What inspired me to enter this competition is my need for personal development. I view personal development as of utmost importance, and so I consider this a competition where I can leverage that. It gives me exposure, and not only exposure, but it will allow me to become more culturally aware, as I am one who is passionate about my country, and not only about my country, but my parish and my community. And so I view this as a platform where I can grow and develop as well as inspire others. My platform as a student leader, seek to use this as I become a cultural ambassador. I'll be able to empower other young women, not only other young women, but other young men, as they, help them to know the importance of what it is to have pride in our culture and heritage, because it is a part of who we are.
Thank you. Moving over to Shantel.
Good evening, Mrs. Witter, and hello to the viewers on your platform. I am so grateful that I get this opportunity to share with you. My name is Shantel C. Powell. I am a 30-year-old, and I proudly say a 30-year-old because this year's competition has changed to accommodate persons like me. So I'm a 30-year-old police officer. I serve as the assistant coordinator of a police youth club in my division. and I get the opportunity to react and to engage with youth on a daily basis as a police officer. Imagine youths using their voice to advocate against violence against women and children. I saw that vision and I'm here to actualize it. And so far, this platform has been giving me the opportunity to develop and grow and prepare to be an ambassador for my culture, for my parish, and send the message that we need to do something about the violence against women and children in our country.
All right. All right. Now it's Zantaye. Time for Zantaye.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Zantaye and I'm contestant number 5. And I was inspired to enter this competition because of how I saw young women around me develop holistically, professionally and personally. Growing up, I would watch the competition on television. I would see the beautiful women in their sparkly dresses and their crowns. But when I researched the competition and saw that it wasn't a beauty competition, all it was beauty, I was so relieved because a Jamaican woman, she's culturally aware, she's involved in her community, and she's confident. And I can't wait to see at the end of the competition how confident I will continue going to be. And currently, my platform, as you can see, I am passionate about deaf culture and language, and I'm definitely utilizing this platform to make Jamaicans aware that there is a community out there. They're just as talented as us. And for example, in my sashing ceremony, I introduced myself in sign language, and that gave persons the opportunity to know that there is a language that exists outside of English, exists outside of Jamaican people. And I really love persons to know that there is a deaf community in Maypen, and to let us know more about the deaf community in general.
All right. Moving over to Rhaveen.
Good evening, everyone. I am Rhaveen Kildare, and I am a 22-year-old youth leader, nation builder, I believe initiative ambassador, and medical student at the University of the West Indies, campus. I was inspired to enter this competition because I saw over the years the cadre of women that the SABC competition produced. I was inspired. I believe this is an awesome platform to inspire young ladies. And if I can just pull on the IBI mantra, I am part of what is right with Jamaica, and I use what is right to fix what is wrong with Jamaica. And so I would like to inspire young ladies. You are part of the change. You are part of what is right, good, valuable, beautiful about our nation. And I think this platform not only helps me to be a cultural ambassador, but a female and empowerment mover and shaker. In my personal life, my personal platform rather, I'm an I Believe Initiative ambassador, as I mentioned before, but I'm also a youth leader. And in every facet, every section of my life, be it in school, my community, my parish here, my church family, I am a leader because I believe in service. I believe in inspiring others to be a better version of themselves. My mantra is that if I meet you, if I interact with you, you should believe a better version of yourself. And that is our responsibility as human beings. Thank you.
All right. And rounding out with Clevena.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Clevena Brown. I am a 22-year-old graduate of the University of the West Indies, where I would have pursued a bachelor's degree in marketing with a minor in journalism. It is because of my love of media and journalism where I would have realized that communication plays a very important role in expressing and preserving our culture. We see it in storytelling, we see it in our communication and growing and grooming our young ladies to be catalysts for the future. And it is for my love of amplifying the voices of those around me as a youth forum host on this very platform, SRC. I realized how important it is for us to understand who we are, where we come from, and how exactly we can impact those around us. And it's because of this and my love for advocacy, I decided why not join this amazing competition and have a chance to connect with others and to tell the story of our culture and our rich history, which needs to be preserved and passed down to the generations to come.
Thank you. All right. So we've met all 7 beautiful queens and heard a little about their platform. For those who are here with us live, let us know if you're hearing clearly. I had a bit of a challenge hearing at some point, so please talk to us in the comments. Let us know if you're hearing the ladies clearly on your end. For those who are over there on Instagram, YouTube, or you're on Facebook, feel free to let us know if you're hearing the ladies clearly as we continue to get to know them even more. So they have been going through some very rigid structure. Janice Cole is a proud auntie. All right. Whose auntie is this with us now? All right. Thank you, Ray. Hearing clearly. All right, fantastic. Tejan, Rhaveen for the win, by the way. All right, we'll see. They're all winners in my book. So amazing. So ladies, tell us, share with us your fondest moment so far on this journey. And if crowned festival queen, what impact do you hope to make during your reign? Starting with Christeen, we're going in the same order, and let's keep it tight because we want to hear from all you beautiful ladies.
All right, my fondest moment so far, I think it's just a collection of little moments. Learning, for example, when I'm doing my talent piece, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. So it's one of the moments, the moments I check because my team members are always cheering me on. And I just love the interaction with them because it doesn't feel like you're in a competition. It just feel like you just discovered a new sisterhood. So it doesn't feel like a competition. So that's those moments, I cherish those moments. If I am selected Festival Queen for Clarendon, it will give me the perfect platform for me to amplify issues, around climate change. In Clarendon, we depend a lot on our natural environment for things like tourism and agriculture. And I think our future depends on it, and I don't think the conversation is strong enough, and I don't think enough persons know about the impact that climate change will have on our natural environment and impact things like jobs or food security and so on. So if I am selected Festival Queen, that's something I know I will use the platform to amplify the issues around the environment protection and the climate change.
Joan?
I absolutely love every moment of this competition. As Christeen would have said before, it doesn't feel like a competition. I would have shared with them before that I am not a fan of competitions, and so I waited about 7 years to join this competition. And I was scared because I know how competitions can get rigorous. And so, as Christy would have said, it feels like sisterhood. I'm an only child. I know I feel like I have 6 sisters. So, yay! Winning for me is not really the title, even though we all want it, but winning for me is an attitude. And so, I will continue to preserve and promote Jamaica's culture through my platform, through my Patreon platform, and through social media, also through teaching with arts. And I will continue to touch hearts through the arts.
My fondest moment within the competition, I love every moment, but I would say how much we support each other, the bond that we share. We are a family. This is a sisterhood, as mentioned before. And so every moment together, we have good moments. We motivate each other. No one feels lesser than or more than any other. We're all equal. We're all queens. We treat each other as such. And so that is a memory that I'll cherish. If I should be crowned, I would definitely implement a youth empowerment initiative, as I am currently being trained to be a cultural ambassador. I would like other young people to get the same training. I'd like other young people to know that our heritage and culture is something that should be preserved. Who we are as a people, who we are as a nation is of utmost importance. And wherever we go within the Caribbean or visiting other countries, people say, you're from Jamaica, and that is something to embody and to hold with pride. So to empower others to hold their culture and heritage is at high esteem is something that I would definitely look forward to doing.
All right, we're going to take Zantaye and then we move over. Go to Zantaye and then we move over.
Hi again. So one of my fondest memories was actually attending an evening of excellence with the Jamaica Regiment Band. As a lover of music, that evening was very memorable, and seeing all of us bond and dance to the music, that was an experience. Another fond memory is actually teaching Mrs. Fisher-Gordon's daughter sign language. I saw how she lit up, and it just reminded me of when I was 5 years old, learning the language for the first time and being passionate about it. Who knows, she might become an interpreter. And for my platform, if I become the next Miss Clarendon Festival Queen, I never leave out deaf culture and language. I would use the platform to amplify the issues that the deaf community faces, especially here in Clarendon. And I'd also want to be an example to young women who doubt themselves. Just look at me. Make sure that you, despite the fears that you have or the imposter syndrome, take the first step.
All right, so I one of my fondest moments so far in the competition is that trip to River, the only inland wetland protected area in Jamaica, and it is in Clarendon. Whilst we were there painting and refacing the infrastructure, I saw one of the contestants, Christeen, came up to me and she gave me a salute and demanded that I teach her how to do a salute. That was good, but got me is a thought that came behind it. If we as women support, celebrate, commend, affirm, and empower each other, how beautiful a world we will have. And so, as a police officer, I definitely use my platform to empower youth, not just women, but youth in general, to empower each other, to speak up against violence against women and children, so that we can have the culture of love that we once had. We want it back in Jamaica. And as a cultural ambassador, I believe love is something that we should strive to propagate right across the country. And I think I could definitely do well with that on my platform.
Okay. Rhaveen?
We're now on to Rhaveen.
Yes. Hello again, everyone. My fondest memory so far. We are singers here in the Clarendon Festival Queen Competition, and we love to sing. We love to burst out in spontaneous singing, whether it be that we're nervous, we're waiting for training to begin, we have some free time in between learning the moves for our opening piece, we are singing. And so you don't want to miss Coronation on June 14th because we have a very special treat for you. So look out for it and see you there. How I would use the platform. I would use my platform as this Clarendon Queen to promote civic pride. We're at a stage now in society where violence against women and our children is rife in our society. And so I believe we each have a responsibility to promote our norms and our traditions and values as Jamaicans, our core values. We are seeing a shift knowing what is acceptable in society, what we tolerate. And I want us to go back to the good old days where our women are protected, are empowered, where our children are given a chance to be children. And that will be done through my proposed project, the Manor Yard, because I believe that though we empower women to protect themselves, we must also remind our boys of their role in society to protect, to provide, to exercise their civic rights, their civic responsibility, and to be upstanding Jamaican men who protect our women and children. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, When I thought about what exactly was my fondest moment, immediately what came to mind was actually sashing night. In the midst of the nerves and the anxiety, I found that we formed a deeper connection, holding each other up and communicating to each other how we feel. In training practices, we learn how to calm ourselves down and we learn how to really speak to each other as young women and how to ask for support and help when it is needed. And I found that that allowed us to bond deeper and to show up for each other when we needed each other the most. And that really means a lot to me because it goes into what I would love to do if I am selected as the queen in this upcoming competition. I want to launch an initiative called Speak Boldly, where I aim to target youths in our schools across Clarendon through public speaking training sessions in order for them to really tap into their voice and how to express themselves confidently. Because I believe that if our youths tap into who they really are and learn how to express themselves, it not only impacts them positively academically, but also they can become their own cultural ambassadors. Imagine if everyone is confident in who they are. There will be more young ladies like us sitting here today, confident in our voices and not afraid to speak our stories of either cultural expression or wanting to further and better Jamaica. And that is what I wish to bring to the table.
Amazing. All right, the comments are rolling in. Clev White says, love the batch of ladies. Bigging up my niece, Clevena. Myrna McIntosh is proud of her niece, Clevena. And of course, we have our cultural chair, our Clarendon Cultural Committee Chair, Mrs. Pauline Henry Blake. Thank you for joining us, Lady Blake. We have another Lady Blake here saying, go Shantel, Annette Grant, blessing up Clevena, and one of our SRC community members, Marsha Peck. Greetings, everyone, always with us across the different forum. And yes, Shaniqua is so proud of Clevena. Thank you. Keep the comments going. They'll be able to go back and see after the live. The live remains there, so they're not going to be able to see all the comments except those on screen, but share them on in the comments and they'll be able to see it later on. And one thing I must point out, Serenity Resource Connector has been partnering with JCDC since 2022 for Culture Corner on first Thursdays. And we have been featuring a number of past queens in the Culture Corner space. And there's something that has been really consistent, and it is sisterhood. All the queens so far have spoken about that sisterhood that they've been able to develop through the competition. And even though Mrs. Gordon didn't mention that, I think that is another area where the competition is different. Of course, we are all human, so you might find one or two incidences where you have the competition fever. However, for the most part, most of the ladies who have been a part of the platform have indicated that sisterhood that they're able to develop. And I think that is a big deal. And it is really indicative of our Jamaican culture at heart, that we are generally warm people. And we want to ensure that we spread that warmth so others can carry it on. All right. And these ladies have set the tone for the next question that I have for you. The Jamaican woman, proud and bold. What does this theme mean to you? And after you've shared that, share a message to those young women in Clarendon, across Jamaica, that's watching live or will be watching later on. So tell us what the theme means to you, and then leave a word with our young women.
Okay. So I am very happy that this year I finally decided to participate in the competition. The theme is the Jamaican woman, proud and bold. And this is because I want to be a very proud and even prouder and bolder Jamaican woman. I think the theme really speaks about us as Jamaican women, we have to sometimes do more to really get the credit. and to get the credit, and the boldness where we always try to break barriers, set the tone, redefine the norms. So that's what I think about the theme. And the second question was? Right. And what I'll say to the young girls, the women of Clarendon, is that please dare to dream. Whatever the dream is, it is achievable. All you have to do, and I know this is a cliche, you just have to believe, but once you believe and you work towards it, there's nothing that you can't achieve. I myself, in my earlier years, I would have dreamt so much about being on TV reporting, and I was able to do it. And when I did it, it felt so surreal. Even when I talk about it now, it was just the only thing I did, well, the only two things I did was I believed, well, three things: believe, prayed, and I worked very hard. And I was able to achieve that at a very young age because I believe. So I just want to encourage every woman to believe, to work hard, and to continue to support each other, because that's one of the things. Sometimes as women, we don't support each other. We try to compete and compare, and that is detrimental to our success.
The Jamaican Woman proud and bold. I believe this encapsulates the strength of a woman who continues to show up no matter the situation. It also a woman who embraces herself and not compare herself to somebody else. A woman who did I say embrace herself? Yes. It is a woman who turns her pain into purpose and her weakness into strength. For I would say to young women, like Christy would have said, we come from country, right? And most time people would say you come from Bakamoka, you come out to nothing, right? If you think it, you can become it. And so create a tunnel vision mentality and focus on yourself. And if it's something that you want to do it. Go for it.
Thank you for that question. For me, the Jamaican woman, proud and bold, means to always stand tall, be confident, be resilient, and to be brave. Because as we go through life, there are situations that we are dealt, but what do we choose to do? Do we choose to overcome, or do we choose to throw in the towel? I do believe that as women, we are strong and we can overcome. And so my message would be, what the mind conceive, you can achieve. So do not limit yourself. And they often say that the sky is the limit, but when we pass the sky, what's there? There's the outer space and there's the outer galaxy. And so reach as far as your mind tells you to go. Don't limit yourself. Do not listen to naysayers. Believe in you, because once you believe in you, you'll impact others to believe in you as well.
The Jamaican woman, proud and bold. That person to me looks like someone who has her challenges, she has her fears, she has her doubts, but she still goes after the things that she dreams of. Her childhood dreams, her current career goals, and that woman, she is proud and bold. Um, for the women, young men who are watching us, I would say the mind is a powerful tool. Whatever you think, that is what you exude. And my philosophy is limits exist only in the mind. And so if you can dream it, you can most definitely do it. So I would say take the first step and find young women, confident young women who you look up to help you support yourself throughout this journey.
The Jamaican woman, proud and bold, is a woman who understands that strength and faith is forged from adversity. She understands that her truest power lies within her. She understands that if she doesn't limit herself, she can reach beyond her imagination. She knows that if she goes after something, she will get it. She's strong, she's powerful, she's ambitious, she's courageous, she's resilient, and she's rare. Rare meaning she's real, ambitious, resilient, a revolutionary, and she's also enigmatic. I want to tell every Clarendonian young woman to be clear. C, be conscious of your identity. L, limit the limiting belief. E, engage your talents and make them work for you. The Bible says your talents will make room for you. A, be ambitious. Go for what you want and do it with integrity. R, be revolutionary. Be innovative. Don't stop at the limits that you're given. Use whatever you have to get what you want. And you have the skills, the talents, the depth, the imagination, the vision, the wisdom. Tap into them, and you can definitely pave a great way for yourself. Like the Thea Lincoln from Clarendon, who broke the glass ceiling and is now a national icon where journalism and media is concerned. Or like a Terry Carroll, who is Jamaica's girl, represent Jamaica on the national stage as an MC, on the national stage as an MC and a world-renowned host. You can be whatever you want to be if you're clear.
The Jamaican woman, bold and proud, is a celebration of the beauty, strength, and resilience of the Jamaican woman. The woman who is a mover and a shaker in industry. The woman who, despite the odds, breaks the barriers, rises above the challenges, and challenges societal norms and stereotypes. The woman who contributes to culture, to music, to the arts, to industry. The woman who is the nurturer, the protector, the provider. She does it all, she balances, and she does it so gracefully. That is the Jamaican woman. And at a time now in our society where it feels like being a woman is to have a target on the back, I think it is a call to action. We reaffirm our presence within society. We stand tall. We do not cower despite the odds. We are the Jamaican woman, bold and proud. And so, to encourage women in Clarendon and women who may be listening, who may not be from Clarendon, I reiterate, you are part of what is right with Jamaica. You are part of the solution and not a perpetuator of the problem. And this is a choice that we each have to make daily. We have to stand up and choose to be part of the solution. We have to take up space. And so I encourage you, join up for society within your community. Get involved on a local or national level. Take up space within society. Be part of the change. Be part of what is right in Jamaica.
The Jamaican woman, proud and bold. When I thought about the theme, it's a beautiful theme, if I must add myself. It pays a tribute to women across Jamaica who tell their story regardless of who they think is listening or watching. It is a theme that encapsulates what it really means to be Jamaican, because if you take a look at the women in our society, we have a natural way of just carrying ourselves with such grace and eloquence and confidence. When we step out, it doesn't matter if you're in Jamaica or not, you can look at a Jamaican woman and say, the way how she carries herself, she has such pride within her culture and within her society, and she shares it effortlessly everywhere she goes. And I think that is so important, especially in the matter of trying to preserve and enrich our culture. And I think that is what the theme means to me. In regards to what I would share to someone, a young lady watching, this is an example of how you can be a part of a movement, how you can contribute to your society. And it doesn't matter how you go about it. Try your best to take up space, allow your voice to be heard, and be a part of something that when you look back years down the line, you can see your own impact, your own contribution on our beautiful Jamaican society.
Amazing. I don't know about you all out there, but I am inspired. I am feeling so mushy over here, but go ahead and share in the comments. Janice started the ball rolling. what does the theme mean to you? Jamaican woman, proud and bold. All right, so Janice Cole shared earlier that Jamaican woman, proud and bold, she stands as a living testimony to strength, spirit and soul. Clevena in a nutshell. All right, let's hear from the rest of you that's with us live. We want the community involved. Pauline Henry Blake, congratulations, ladies. You all did well. I am proud of you all. Proud Caledonian. All right. Okay. Love it. Fantastic. All right. And I'm happy that we're able to do this as a past chair for the Festival Queen Committee. This has always been a part of what I really wanted in terms of highlighting these young ladies, not just the queens, but the journey leading up to the coronation, and also to hear more from you, because each year you hear in the audience, oh, because people don't understand in terms of the pre-judging. So this is a taste of pre-judging, everything in one, and you getting to know the ladies, right? Because they're representing our parish, and it's important for us to know the gems that we have among us and so many others. I say Clarendon is rich beyond measure. We just need to tap into this potential, and that's exactly what JCDC is doing, unearthing the beautiful gems that are on the inside. Queens of Clarendon is so phenomenal, amazing indeed. And I must be, an ambassador for JCDC. and thank the members of the business community as the president for the Clarendon Chamber of Commerce for coming on board, because one of the most beautiful way of actually promoting your business is to align your business with a cause. What is it that you stand for as the owner of your business? What cause is it that actually drives you? There's so many around us, and this competition is just one example, because what you're doing when you actually sponsor this competition is to actually be a part of the development process in the space. Because here you heard it, what the young ladies have shared. A number of them, they're in the competition to actually boost their confidence so that they can get bolder, because they're already bold, Some of them just didn't realize it as yet. And so now we have an opportunity to actually help to keep this competition and other initiatives going. You've heard the projects, their passion that they want to be highlighting through their platform. All of them would have been through most, if not all, the social media spaces for these ladies, and they have a cause that they actually hold dear. And that is what this platform also helps them to do, to actually promulgate that cause. And if we're able to actually invest in young people across the different spaces so that they too can have a part in being a part of the change that they want to see, what better way to do it? You promote your business, you let the community know what it is that you stand for, and the community will actually market your product and your services. Isn't that so, ladies? All right, talk to me, Mrs. Gordon, because I think it's an awesome opportunity for businesses, because from time to time businesses say, oh, they want to promote their business, but just telling people what you're selling is one thing, but why not align it with a cause and utilize that platform? And these ladies will be actually promoting the businesses that they're wearing the sash for on Coronation night, and I'm sure they're going to do a fantastic job at it. So, Mrs. Gordon, as the chair for the Festival Queen Committee, I'm sure you have some people, because I know you have a team that works with you as trainers. All right, let's cheer them on.
Yes. All right, Mrs. Blake, as you said before, it is awesome when the organizations within our community, within our parish, support the young ladies in whatever way they can, in whatever means. And one way is by sponsoring, by assisting the contestants to ensure that they achieve their goals. they achieve what they set out to achieve as a part of nation building, because that is what the JCDC is all about, and that is what this platform is all about. And from our crop of wonderful contestants this year, you can see that we are well on the way to achieving that nation building that we are setting out to achieve. As you said, I don't do this alone. I have a team that works along with me. I usually ensure that the girls are well prepared as it relates to speech and diction, walk and poise. Mrs. Henry Blake, who is the Parish Cultural Committee Chairperson, she is the one who oversees the preparation of the contestants as it relates to their performance pieces and current affairs. We both look at on-stage questions and preparation for the pre-judging, which will be next week. It's usually a week before the Coronation Show. We also have other persons who will come in on time to time. Today we had a session with Mrs. Eileen Dawkins out of the Ministry of Education. So we are getting support. She assisted us with interview tips and preparation for the contestants. You mentioned earlier that we have sponsors, and as you can see, the girls are beautifully clad in their sashes. And these are the persons, if you will permit me to just list a few of our sponsors. I want to first thank our patron, Mrs. Edith Chen, who is our Custos Rotolorum, and she has supported us immensely last year and this year. Juicy Patties is also an associate sponsor. For our SASH sponsors, we have WorldNet Microfinance, we have Cousins Construction Services Limited, George Clue Associates, National Self-Serve Wholesale. We have also MacChem Trading and Distributors Limited, Eagle Swift Security Services Unlimited, Serenity, of course, Serenity Resource Connector. Our production sponsors are Clarendon Municipal Corporation, Privileged Gift Shop, Godfrey's Funeral Home Limited, Audrey E. Williams Funeral Homes and Services, and we also have Power Grid Electrical, Renee Myrie, and of course, Quartz Jamaica Limited. These persons have stepped forward, and we thank them immensely for their commitment to nation building and offering of themselves and their businesses to support the contestants within the competition this year.
Fantastic. And I hear some businesses that have been sponsors for as long as I can remember, always supportive. And it's great to hear new businesses coming on board as well.
Yes.
Yes. So we want to highlight that this is an opportunity, one of many opportunities in Clarendon, where you can actually highlight your business and be a part of nation building as you do so. All right, fantastic. So, Desiree McLeod, Officer McLeod, thank you for tuning in from down there in St. Elizabeth, cheering on her colleague, Shantel. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, the recording remains on YouTube, so you can share the link so others can hear the awesome thing that's going on in Clarendon. And this is one of 14, is it 14 or 13 batch of ladies across the JCDC network?
Yes,
Oh Lord, the parish number is changing, so I'm losing track now. Yeah, we have Kingston and St. Andrew, so it's 13, right?
13, right.
Mrs. Gordon, oh Lord, old habits die hard.
That's okay, it's 13.
Okay, Ms. Peg, I can see that you all beautiful queens are very intelligent, brilliant, outspoken, and speaks with confidence. Congratulations to you all and best wishes, ladies. Thank you so much, Lady McLeod. Always a pleasure having you join us. All right, we still have some more time, ladies. So if there are final thoughts that you would like to share you can go right ahead and share. Just start talking and the camera will find you. Indeed, Lady Briscoe, wouldn't want to be one of the judges. It's going to be hard. All right, so this is an opportunity, Mrs. Gordon, where you can share for those who are not familiar with the competition, what are the different areas that the ladies will be scored on?
All right, so as was said earlier, it is a cultural competition. It's not about beauty, it's about poise and cultural awareness along with intellect. So our contestants will be scored from our pre-judging for cultural awareness and current affairs. They move from the pre-judging to the Coronation Show. The pre-judging will award to a contestant a maximum of 40 marks or points. On the night of the show, the contestant will gather another 60 marks. Now they are scored on their performance pieces, which is 20 marks. They're also scored for walk and poise and stage presence. And they're also scored with their onstage questions, which the top 5 will be asked. So they have the opportunity to pool marks from different areas of their performance to ensure that they acquire maximum marks. And while the contestants warm up in giving their final thoughts, I just want to say that this platform is an awesome one for young ladies to ensure that they put themselves out there to build their confidence. And as one past contestant, past festival winner said to me today and to the contestants, it doesn't matter if you win, you leave the competition having gone through a host of, I'm going to say, improvements, so to speak. You will not leave empty-handed. You will not leave the same. And you will go forth into society as a change maker. I've been with the competition for a long time, won't say from when, but it's been a minute. And I'm still here because I love the interaction with the contestants. Each year it's a different crop of young ladies, and each year it gets better. It gets better each year. And this change with the age has afforded us the opportunity to pull the best of the best. We have, I think, 4 contestants here who are over the age of 25 who would not have gotten the opportunity in previous years to enter the competition, but they're here this year. And I'm sure they're going to show the audience and the wider society why they were given the chance, and they're going to make the best of it. Right, contestants?
Right.
That's right. So you are in for a treat for June 14 at the Glenmuir Auditorium. Ensure that we see you there.
All right, I already got WhatsApp inquiries asking about the location and tickets. So just to remind you or let you know that the JCDC office is on Brooks Avenue from Main Street. When you turn onto Brooks Avenue, the building is to your left, the first building on your left. Just go on upstairs and check with the team there at JCDC. And while you're at it, if you are in a position to offer your support in any way as part of the cultural committee, let the team know and they will let you know how you can be a part of the change. Justices of the Peace, I know that we, other than Mrs. Henry Blake, I know that we have other JPs that are tuned in. This is another area that you can help to support in this space. All right, so there's so many opportunities for us to be a part of the change that we want to see. It makes no sense we sit around and point out everything that's going wrong. It is up to us to make it happen. All right, Cleve White. I love that the age limit was raised to big up JCDC for revising that. Indeed. Yeah, that's a big deal. And we can see the ladies actually shining, so you're not left behind. And we're seeing changes in other areas, in different other competitions as well, in terms of age limits and all of that. And it's a good step, because if we are encouraging the Jamaican woman to express being proud and bold, then we have to create the platform for more women to do so. So kudos, Team JCDC, Mrs. Latoya Fisher-Gordon and her team, Mr. Maurice Marshall, our parish manager for JCDC, and his team at the parish office there in Clarendon, and all the supporters, whatever way you've contributed, whether you contributed in the past like myself, well, I'm still contributing. I use this platform to continue to contribute to pretty much all the committees that I've served in the past. So there are ways that we can continue to make a difference, and I encourage you to be a part of the change that you want to see. There are our queens on stage, 7 lovely queens, and a past queen. One of these ladies will walk away as our cultural ambassador for the parish of Clarendon on the evening of Lady Fisher, June
14. June 14.
All right.
At the
All right.
Glenmuir
Auditorium.
Auditorium.
It, you know. All right, amazing. So which one of you is going to thank our live viewers and or those watching the replay? Ladies, who is volunteering to thank?
I get the honor to represent the ladies this evening, and I am so grateful.
All right, go right ahead.
Thank you to the Serenity Resource Connector for hosting us this evening, giving us this opportunity to share our hearts in a more relaxed setting than on Coronation Night. And we're grateful to have met the audience that you have. You have such an awesome audience, Mrs. Witter. They are engaging, and I love that. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you for encouraging us, as we vie for this crown, not just to represent Clarendon, but to be cultural ambassador for Jamaica right across the world. So we thank you. Thank you. Thank
you, ladies, for representing yourselves and Clarendon and Jamaica so well. Amazing. And thank you to all who are able to join us live and those who are watching the replay. Thank you so much. And for those who are new to this space, we connect on Thursdays at 8 p.m. This is a special feature for 5th Thursday. We usually go first to 4th Thursday. First Thursday is Culture Corner. Second Thursday, we have Safety and Security with JCF Area 3. And third Thursdays is Community Corner. You never know which group, which organization we're going to be featuring. It's everything community in terms of development in that space. On 4th Thursday, we have local governance and community development with the Clarendon Municipal Corporation. So for those of you who are not so familiar about how the local governance structure works, this is an opportunity for you to tune in. There's a playlist for all of those discussions dating back as far as 2022, when most of these partnerships started. And of course, we have our youth forum, platform for youth on second Tuesday. And we have Clevena, who is our youth forum host, and she'll be back after the competition to take over in that space. And on third Tuesdays is our little people, our early childhood commission. We are doing the year for the children, where we are amplifying the voices of our children and guiding parents on how they can create that space for our children to amplify their voices so that they can grow up to be awesome ambassadors for Jamaica. JCDC has always been such a phenomenal organization, where it continues to uplift Jamaican culture and talent. And by God's grace, they will, with us as part of the driving force behind it. Thank you again, ladies. It's been my pleasure sharing virtual space with you, and I will see you all, God's willing, on Coronation Night, cheering you all on, because you are all dear to me. This competition is just so dear to me, JCDC in general. So thank you again, and remember all that you can visit the Serenity Resource Connector website, www.serenityresourceconnector.com, and subscribe to receive our weekly blog recap. So we will have a recap of this segment come Monday, shared in this space. So ladies, look out for that. And thank you for those of you who saw the flyer and shared it on your platform. That is a big part of what we ask that you do here at Serenity Resource Connector, so we can give more people access to information and inspiration. So join us again on Thursday, June 5th at 8 p.m. for Culture Corner with the JCTC. Thank you all for watching and have yourselves a fantastic rest of the night, ladies.
Bye.